What's up, y'all? It's your girl JJ, and I am back with another video. So, y'all, I'm coming at y'all with another story time. But before we get into the story time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share. Send this to y'all mama, y'all grandma, y'all grandpa. Send it to everybody, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, y'all. So, I am finally going to give y'all the Ghetto Love Story Part 2. So, I'm finally gonna talk about Cash because I know how much y'all want me to talk about Cash. So, yeah, y'all, let's jump right into this video. Oh, wait. So, y'all, I started a membership, and I want y'all to, subscribe to my membership. But even if you don't, I'm still gonna post the videos that I'm gonna do in my membership. I'm gonna do those probably like the beginning of the month and then post them towards the end. I don't know, y'all. It's still all up in the air. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, y'all, subscribe to my membership. But yeah, let's jump right into this video. Okay, so y'all, where we left off at, I said Cash had turned himself in. And I know I said it a million times because y'all, I was starting to feel them old feelings. But anyway, so yeah, he was in jail. He was in there for a minute. Like, he wasn't in there for super long. But yeah, y'all, Cash had to sit it down. And I did stay at his mom's house the whole time that he was in jail. And whew, child. Okay, so his mom would take me to go visit him, and we would go see him like on a I want to say like on a one day out of the week, and then on a weekend. I can't remember the exact dates, but we'll go on a weekday and on a weekend. We wouldn't make every single visit, but mostly that's like what we would do. So y'all, this one time, we getting ourselves together to go see him, and I'm excited because I'm like, oh yes, like it's getting closer to him getting out too. So I get my little outfit, his mama getting ready, and then we head to where we was gonna see him at. And the jail that he was at, you would get there, you would check in, and then you would have to get on this bus. And then when you get there, they would check you. Like, it was a process, y'all. Like, it was really a process. That jail stuff ain't nothing to play with. Never again. Never. I'm good. So yeah, get there, we're sitting down, we're waiting, and it's a waiting game too. Whew. But anyway, so we just sitting there waiting, and we just talking. I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to see Cash. Like, I'm super excited because y'all, Cash was my everything. I told y'all this was my first hood man, so I really love that man so much. So I'm just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see him. And we just minding our little business, talking to our other little people, because well, a lot of people don't know, but when you start going to the jails like often, you start having like little relationships with the people. You start meeting new girls that they mean is in jail too, and y'all start talking about stuff, start talking about the charges, and like, y'all, it's just like you just create bonds with the other women. So I'm seeing the people that we normally be saying hi to, so we saying hi and stuff, but we just waiting until it's time to go see Cash. So we finally get through the metal detector, show our ID, get over there. So it was an area where when you sit there, you would have to wait till they call the name of the person that you're going to go see. And then that's when you would get up, and then you would go show your ID again. And then they'll see how many people is going to the visit. And I don't know if they did more than 2 people. I know when I did go, it was always just 2 people. I don't know if they would do more people, but I know for sure 2 people could go at a time. So, yeah, we sitting there waiting. So Cash mama was like, oh, okay, Misha, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. So she gets up, she goes to the bathroom, and I'm just sitting there just twiddling my thumbs and just like, like got the butterflies in my stomach because I'm happy to see my man. Even though I always, like, I don't want to say I always would see him, but even though I was used to seeing him while he was in jail, it's still like a butterfly feeling because I was a sick person. I don't know, y'all, but yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, oh my god, like, this is some real love. I really thought that was real love. Y'all don't understand the way my mind used to think. So they call his name, and when they called his name, I'm getting up to walk towards the way. So from the corner of my eye, I see somebody else walking, but I really wasn't paying attention. Like, y'all, I wasn't paying attention too much. I didn't think too hard on it because I'm like, I always come here, like, I never have no issues or nothing. And also, I just thought like maybe she was just, walking by. So soon as I'm getting closer to the lady at through the window to show her my ID and stuff, like, we both go at the same time. So I'm looking at her and she looking at me, and I'm like, I'm here to see. I was gonna I'm like, I'm here to see cash. So I give the lady like my ID. And then the lady was like, okay, so who are you here for? Who are you here to see? Like, who are you here for? And she was like, I'm here to see cash too. And y'all don't understand. I damn near jumped out my body and just beat on this woman. And I'm like, here to see cash. I'm like, who are you? Like, who are you? And she was just like, oh, I'm a friend of Cash and da 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 da. And I'm like, a friend of Cash? Cash ain't got no friends, especially no female friends. And y'all, like, in the midst of us having this conversation, his mom walks out. And she's like walking up, like she, walking up on the side. Like I could see her, but she's like coming to the side. And I'm like, yeah, Cash ain't got no friends. Like, that's my husband. Like, y'all, I'm extra. And I'm just like, yeah, no, you, Like, but I'm not doing too much to where they be like, yeah, y'all, nobody's gonna see him. Y'all all gonna get kicked out. But I'm just like, girl, like, what? Don't play with me. Like, girl, meet me outside, like down the street, really, because I'm not going to jail. But meet me down the street, okay? Because, girl, I'll whoop you. I will whoop them feet, okay? So, yeah, Cash mama was like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, she talking about she here to see Cash. And she was just like, oh, no, like, no, baby, we here to see my son. She was just like, I don't know what's going on, but I want to see my son. So you going to have to see him, like, the next visit. I don't know. I don't know what you going to do, but you going to have to figure something out. And I'm just like, y'all, I can't even explain. I was hot because it's like, you can't do nothing. Like, I couldn't cuss her out. I couldn't like really just go off. Like, the lady is just crazy because the lady behind the window, she just sitting there looking like, I don't give a damn who wants to visit him. Like, just come on, get the, like, this, you could tell it was something that she was used to seeing. Like, it was just like, okay, so who gonna see him now and who gonna see him later? Like, y'all, it was crazy. And I'm just sitting there looking like, Cash is cheating? Like, he talking to another bitch while he in jail? So, y'all, I'm hot because I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to really, like, go crazy on him in the visit because it's like his mom right here. We don't have that much time. But when he called the phone, when we get home, I'm going in on that ass. So, y'all, I'm hot. Like, I am irritated. So, then the girl ended up, she was just like, it's good. And she ended up just, like, turning around and sitting down. And I'm like, like, I know this man is not playing with me. So then we give her the stuff. We give her our IDs and stuff. And then she was just like, okay, like, y'all can go through. So then we go through the little door thing. And then we sit down. We're waiting because Cash wasn't there just yet. And I'm just telling his mom, I'm like, Mama, he's talking to another, like, he's cheating on me. He's talking to another woman. Like, what? But of course I didn't say woman, y'all. I called her all type of bees, hoes. So I'm just like, what? Like, what? And she was just like, I don't think he's doing that. Like, I don't know her. Like, I've never seen that girl a day in my life. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. But she was like, we're going to get to the bottom of it though. And I'm just sitting there like, no, this man didn't. Like, I've been coming up here to see you. I've been holding you down. Like, be for real. Like, don't play with me. So Cash come out, y'all. Cash just smiling so hard because he happy to see me. He happy to see his mama. So he just smiling. He just over there just like happy as hell. So then he sits down. And I'm just like this. Like, I'm looking at him like, it ain't good, nigga. It is not good. So then he sit down and he like, Misha, like, what's wrong? Like, what's up with you? Like, what's going on? Why you look mad? And I'm like, yeah, because some bitch you had up here trying to come visit you too. And he was just like, oh, no, it's not even like that. He was like, I don't even know why she would even try to come up here and see me. And I'm just like, well, how did she know you was in jail? And he was just like, oh, like somebody from the hood basically told her. And that's somebody that he used to mess with, like when he was younger. She was like an older lady. He was like, I used to mess with her when I was younger. And I'm just like, okay, but why is she coming up here to try to see you? He was like, I don't know. She put some money on my books. And I guess she just thought it was green for her to come up here and try to see me. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, what? Like, what? But I'm also just like, damn, I can't even sit here and try to argue with you and, talk about this. Because we could talk about this the whole 30 minutes of this visit. But I'm just like, you know what? It's good. I'm just like, it's cool. Like, whatever. Like, I'm not even tripping. So then I give the phone to his mama because I didn't even want to talk no more. So I give the phone to his mama. And, like, he talking to his mom, but he just, like, staring at me. Like, he's literally staring at me through the glass. So he just on the phone, staring at me through the glass. His mama's right here, but he just like this, talking to his mom. But he just couldn't get his eyes off me. And I'm just sitting there, like, I didn't want to just be, like, sitting there just mad the whole time. So I kind of just, like, shifted my attitude. But at first I was looking at him like, oh, you about to be up in here by your motherfucking self. Like, y'all, I really was just like, yeah, I'm not messing with him no more. Like, I'm done. So then he was talking to his mom, and then I got back on the phone. We were just like talking, and he was just like, I don't want nobody but you. Like, you my wife. I'm going to make you my wife when I get out here. I don't want nobody but you. And of course I fell for it. I did. I fell for it. And I was just like, yeah, but you got women coming up here to see you. Like, how I know she don't be coming up here to see you when I'm not here? Like, now I'm feeling some type of way. And he was just like, we'll talk about it more later. He was just like, but, you know, it's almost time for me to come home. I'm happy. When I come home, I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Like, I'm going to make sure you know that I really want to be with you. So I fell for that. Of course, I fell for that. And I was just like, okay, Cash, like, all right. And, you know, he just had me smiling because, y'all, Cash had me cracking up. So he just had me smiling. So I'm just sitting there looking like a big goof troop, just smiling and stuff, all happy, talking to him. And so then, you know, our visit was up. So it's time for us to leave. So as we leaving, me and his mom, we just like talking. And I didn't see the girl. Like, the girl was gone. Like, she got up out of there because I did not see her. And please believe I was looking. Y'all, I was scanning the room, okay? I'm like, where this bitch? Like, where she at? But yeah, I'm just talking to his mom. And she was just like, yeah, you know, my son really loved you. I really don't honestly think that he was messing with that girl or whatever the case may be. Like, because like I said, he never brought her around for me to meet her. And of course, I'm sitting there like just listening. I'm just like, okay, well, his mama's saying this and this must be true. Y'all, I was very young at this time, okay? Back then, I really was, you know, had that mentality that when somebody mama say something that is true, they mamas be lying too, okay? They mamas be lying. And this is when I first realized people mamas be lying. So I was just like, oh, okay, like, all right, well, I'm not even, you know, like, of course it bothered me, but I'm just like, I'm not going to stay mad at something like that, whatever. So we wait for our little shuttle bus, and then we head to get on the bus, and then we head to the car so we could leave, so we could get up out of there. And, you know, we just like talking on the way home, and she was just like, yeah, I can't wait for my son to come home. Like, I'm so tired of driving back and forth, coming up here to see him behind his glass. Like, I can't even touch my son. Like, I'm tired of this. And I'm just like, yeah, me too. Like, I'm tired of it too. But it also still was like a part, like, I feel like even though I was tired of seeing him through the glass, but I was still happy to be able to see him, you know, like, because it could have been a jail where he was so far that we can't see him at all. So I was still kind of happy that I was still able to see him, but it was tiring. It was so tiring to have to get up so early in the morning, drive far to go see him, just wait for so long. The process is very tedious and annoying. But in the end, it kind of feel like it's worth it a little bit. I don't know. So yeah, we just like talking, and we finally get home. Cause y'all, I really stayed there while Cash was in jail. I don't know why I didn't go home. I really don't know why I didn't just go home, but I just stayed there. So yeah, it's getting closer to Cash just getting out of jail, right? Y'all, we gotta skip. So that was the day. That was just like a random day. So now we're gonna jump fast forward to where it's like, I want to say a week before Cash is finna get out of jail. So a week before Cash is finna get out of jail, I'm just like, oh, like, I can't wait for my man to come home. I'm super happy, y'all. Like, I am too happy. I'm like, let me go shopping and buy me some cute lingerie, dress, some heels, like all my stuff that I need for my man, because it's been a while. Like, I got tired of, like, y'all, I got tired of spraying my perfume on letters and kissing letters and shit to him. Like, I couldn't wait for that man to really smell the perfume on my body, for me to be able to kiss him. Like, I wanted everything to be perfect. Like, I really felt like, I don't know, like, it felt like it would have been like our honeymoon, but I wanted it perfect. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna book a room at the Marriott. I'm gonna have all my stuff together, like all my things that I need. Like, I'm gonna have, you know, him some good food when he come, so that way he could just eat real good and just like, you know, we just enjoy each other's company. So I booked the room. I did all that. The day that Cash was coming home, oh my God, y'all, I was literally the happiest girl on earth. Like, I was so happy. We drive down to the jailhouse, and we had to sit because they'll make you wait. They don't give a damn. Like, you would think that as soon as they say the person's gonna be released, that they could just run out and just run into their family arms. No, they still make them wait. So we waiting, and we're just waiting, and I'm nervous. Like, at this point, y'all, them butterflies is like, whew, they are going crazy. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm going to be able to touch my man. I'm going to be able to see him. Because y'all, I was so depressed when he was in jail. I was smoking cigarettes after cigarettes after cigarettes. Like, yo, I would take a shower, smoke a cigarette. Wake up, smoke a cigarette. Go to sleep, smoke a cigarette. Like, I was so depressed without him. So I was just like, oh, like, I'm happy. Like, I finally, like, it's over. So Cash come out, y'all. I see him walking across the parking lot, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, y'all, I wanted to run into his arms, but I had on heels and I wasn't finna fall because I'm clumsy. And I was just like, yeah, no, So he got closer, and I just, oh my God, like, y'all, I just jumped in that man's arms because I was just like, oh my God, you finally here? Like, you're here. I could touch you, like, and I kissed him, and I'm just like, baby, oh my God. And of course, I'm so emotional, so y'all, I start crying because I am very emotional. Like, those type of moments right there, that's a crying moment. And then he's like hugging his parents and stuff because his dad and his mom, we all went. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy. And so they were going to actually take us to the hotel room because, like I said, I had everything booked, but we had to stop and get some food. So we stopped. I got some good food for him, and then we head to the hotel. So we just in the backseat just kissing. Like, y'all don't understand. I was so damn happy. He was so happy. We just looked like two goddamn magnets. Like, we was just like stuck together. Like, it was crazy. And we just back there just kissing, like, and just like hugged up. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, you finally home. And he was just like, babe, I missed you so much. You don't understand. Like, you smell so fucking good. Like, he was just smelling me. He was just like, oh my God, and you so beautiful. He was just like, oh my God, like, y'all, Cash was gassing me up. Like, I guess that jail talk was still there, you know, like, he still had that jail talk going on. But he was just like, oh my God. And then we head to the hotel. He said goodbye to his parents, and then I go in. Y'all, I had my little duffel bag with everything I needed. And also, I got him an outfit, too. I got him a cute little outfit, some Air Force Ones, white tees. I forgot what type of jeans they was wearing back then. I forgot what type of jeans that I had got him, but I had got him some cute little jeans and stuff, and a little hat. So, yeah, y'all, I had my man red tea. Oh, my God. And then Cash used to have this little chain. So, he used to have this, like, iced out cross. So I had his chain in my bag too. So I'm just like, yeah, my man about to get fresh. Okay. So y'all, we go into that room. Oh my God. Whew, child. Y'all. Of course I checked in too. So yeah. So yeah, y'all, we go into that room. I had, you know, put his little stuff up on a little plate so he can eat it off the little plate, had his little stuff set up. Y'all, he was just like, okay, I'm going to eat first and then I'm going to take a shower. So then he just ate his food, y'all, and I'm just sitting on the bed just like this, like, oh, boy, you about to give me some of that dope D. You about to, woo, you about to tear me up, and I'm ready for it. Like, tear me up, baby, like, oh, like, I'm just sitting there looking at him because, y'all, I know we about to do some, that fresh out. Have y'all ever had fresh out of jail? Y'all know, fresh out of jail. Woo, it'd be the best, okay? It'd be so damn good. Like, it'd be like, oh, baby, I'm so happy I held you down because, oh, woo. But anyway, so yeah. So he ate his food, and I'm just like, okay, babe, I want to wash you up. Like, we need to take a shower together, but I want to scrub you from head to toe. Like, I want to wash your hair. I want to clean your ears. I want to scrub your neck, your back. I want to just scrub you on down, baby. And then I'm going to get your feet, too. Like, I have to, you're my king. I got to, you know, and then I wanted to wash that gel off, too. Like, we washing that gel shit off, okay? Like, that gel dirt, I feel sick. Ugh. Anyways. So, yeah, we get up in that shower, y'all. Oh, my God. Whew. When I say I scrubbed that man from head to toe, like, I did not play when it came down to Cash. Like, y'all, I didn't play when it came down to him, okay? So I'm just, like, scrubbing his back and, you know, just, ooh. So we got to crack it in the shower, of course. We got it popping, all right? So then we get out the shower, and then we got to pop it again, okay? Like, y'all, we were doing our thing up in that room, okay? Like, we really, So, yeah, and then we just laid in the bed and we just talked. And I was just like, Cash, you really home? Like, this is crazy. Like, you're really here. Like, I'm really touching you. Because, y'all, it's like really one of the moments where it's just like, you're really here. Like, oh, my God. He's just like, babe, I missed you so much. Like, you a real one. Of course, he called me a real bitch. He was like, you a real bitch. Like, you really held me down. I'm like, of course. Like, they don't call me real bitch for nothing. But yeah, so I'm just like, of course, like, I love you, and I'm not playing when it come down to you. So we just like talking, and you know, of course we talking about our future. He was like, I'm for sure gonna marry you. Like, I'm gonna put a ring on your finger for sure. Like, we for sure gonna start a family. We gonna do this, we gonna do that. Like, y'all, Cash has some big dreams for us. Like, Cash has some really big dreams for us. And I was just sitting there like, yes, we are. Like, oh yeah, like I'm really falling for this. Like, I feel like in that moment he probably did feel that way. Like, I really do feel like Cash did feel that way in that moment. So, you know, we did our thing, of course, and we was going at it. Okay, we was going at it like all night. We barely even got any sleep. So then the next day, you know, his parents come pick us up, and his dad was just like, Misha, I love the way you did that. Like, you really did that. Like, you got dressed up for my son. You got the room. Like, you did it real classy. Like, I like that. And I'm just like, yeah. Like, how else did you think that we were gonna be able to fuck like there's no tomorrow in your house when we ain't even got no room up in here? Like, what y'all? We would have had no privacy. So of course we had to go to a hotel. Like, make it make sense, sir. But yeah, so we head back to the house, and then Cash was just like, dang, like I wanna go do something. Like, I'm free. Like, I wanna go say what's up to my niggas in the hood. Like, I wanna go say, you know, like I wanna go see my peoples. Like, I wanna do so much. And he was just like let's go. Like, let's go pull up on the homies. Let's go talk to them. Let's go see this person. Let's go see that person. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to the mall. Like, Cash wanted to do so much, y'all. Like, Cash really had a whole day planned. So I'm just like, okay, babe, whatever you want to do. I don't care. We didn't already got my issue, okay? Baby, you didn't. I'm digmatized, okay? So we can go do whatever you want to do now. I'm going to follow behind you like a little puppy dog. So then we had to go see all his homies, and y'all, they just like, oh, Cash, like, you home. They just doing all that. Y'all, they was so ghetto. They just like, oh, my nigga home. Ooh, let's get a dice game popping. And I'm just sitting there like, because every time Cash played dice, I kid you not, he pulled a blick out on somebody each time. It never failed. Y'all understand? I didn't see this man pull. One time I thought it was gonna be a blick fight for real, because I was just like, why is he doing this? Like, y'all, anyways. So I'm just like, Cash, like, no, baby, like, let's go to the mall. Like, you said you want to go to the mall, you want to go eat. Like, let's go eat at this place. Like, y'all, I'm really trying to get him to, like, no dice games, because I know how you get down. Like, I know how you get down in a dice game. It's because, y'all, Cash should be winning, and he'll be up taking everybody money, winning. But he didn't know when to stop. So because he didn't know when to stop, that was his problem. So then somebody would come in and take down there everything. And he'll be mad. Like, y'all, he would be so mad to where if he asks for some of his money back and they say no, that nigga be ready to rob him. Like, it's my money anyways. So yeah, I was just like, Cash, like, no, we gotta go. So then it was like, yeah, all right, like, I feel like they know how he is too, because these are his friends. He don't care if he was his friend. Y'all, I didn't see this man pull up. Anyways, so yeah, I was just like, They kind of felt it too, so they was just like, yeah, no, it's cool. You know what? We don't even need to get no dice game popping. Like, it's good. Like, go ahead and go. Like, go to the mall, go out to eat. Like, like, you free. Go with your girl. So then Cash was just like, all right, I'll catch you. Like, we'll get one popping tomorrow. So me and Cash head to the mall. We go get some food, and y'all, we just was having a beautiful day. Like, it was so fun. Like, it was just something about me being around Cash that just made me so damn happy. Like, y'all, I was literally like the happiest girl. Y'all don't understand. So then we head back to the house. And when we head back to the house, his mom wanted to talk. And she was just basically saying, like, I'm tired of living in the hood. Like, I want to move somewhere else where it's just like a little more, like, it's not so bad. Like, I know everywhere is going to be kind of bad, but I want to move somewhere where it's just not as bad as it is here. So I basically was telling her, like, oh, like, my mom, my dad, like, we lived in Hayward, we lived in Newark, we lived in Fremont, like, we lived all in these different places, Union City, like, we lived in all these different places. And I'm like, like, to me, the best places was such and such. And I just, like, told her the cities that I liked the most that didn't feel as ghetto as, the hood. She was just like, okay, we're gonna get on Craigslist and we just gonna look in them areas to, like, see what we can see, like, see what we could find and go do some viewings of some of the houses so that way we can get up out of here. She was like, because I'm tired of living over here. And it was something else that had happened, but I forgot what happened. But that was another reason why she was just like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I want to get away from here. So, y'all, I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I have no problem. Like, yo, back then I loved to get on Craigslist looking at houses that was like $10,000 a month, $6,000 a month, because they be beautiful. Like, they really be beautiful. And I told myself at like the age of 18, I'm gonna have me a beautiful house like this one day. So, y'all, I would just get on there and just like daydream, like, oh, this is a beautiful house. So I instantly got on there like, okay, cool. Like, that sounds cool to me. Not only that, I'll be closer to my friends and I'll be closer to my family. So I'm like, cool. So I looked up some places, you know, wrote down all the information, and then I had ended up giving that to her. So, Cash Mom basically ended up calling some places, and she had got approved for one of the houses. So it was up. We was moving. And I was just like, okay, cool. And then the house was going to be bigger, and me and Cash would have had our own room. So I was really happy. So I'm like, oh my God. So we living in the house, y'all. Everything good. Me and Cash got our own room. We got our own privacy. Cash had wanted me to work at Google when we first met, but I didn't get in yet. Like, they wasn't hiring just yet. So when he got out of jail, that's when they were hiring again. So then he had already worked there, so he couldn't go back. So he was just like, yeah, Google, you gonna make some good money. Like, that'll be good for us. And then we could possibly, you know, like, you make your money, you know, because, y'all, since Cash used to take things from people and do the things that he did, like, he didn't want to just jump back into doing all the bad stuff again. That way he didn't go back to jail. So he was trying to do things the right way, and I really respected him for that, because, y'all, Cash was that one, like, oh. So yeah, he was just like, yeah, you can get a job at Google, make some cool little money. He was like, and then I could probably just like go back to school, and then of course I'll still sell cars and I'll do my other little stuff on the side, but I just won't do that bad stuff, because, y'all, Cash will flip cars and he'll really make some money, because he'll take an old school car, throw some rims on them, throw some dubs on them, and sell that car for some thousands. Like, Cash did not play when it came down to money. That's why I call him Cash, because he didn't play about his bread. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that sound good. I'm all for letting my man leave. So I'm like, okay, cool. That sound good. Like, that sound like a cool little job. And the job wasn't that bad. So I'm like, all right, yeah. So, y'all, I get the job at Google. I'm happy as hell, because I'm like, oh my God, like, this is like my first real job. My first job that I ever had, I worked at Little Caesars. I didn't stay there long because they wanted me to wave that sign outside. And my ex-boyfriend used to catch the bus over there, and he wasn't finna see me waving that sign outside. No, I was ignorant anyways. But so, yeah. So this was like my first real job. So I'm like, oh, and it said, Google, stop playing with me. Like, who 18 about to be making all this money? Me. So, y'all, I'm just like, okay, like, I see our life just fold. Like, everything he promised me that he said in jail, like, it's coming true, except for him getting married. Like, he didn't marry me. But anyways, so, y'all, that was our routine. Cash would go to school. He would take me to work. Like, y'all, it really, like, it was cool. Like, we had our own little motion going, and I loved that. Like, I really loved that for us, because we was really doing, like, we was doing good. So one day, I just so happened to not go to work this day, y'all. I did not go to work, and I stayed home. Cash, before he would go to school, he would get on the computer and he'd check his MySpace. So at this point, I didn't really go through his phone like that, because I just didn't. Like, I didn't really just go through his phone. I didn't feel like I had a reason to go through his phone. He was always with me at school, or even, you know, like, I know men find ways to cheat, but I just felt like I didn't need to go through his phone. So I did it. So something, I don't know, y'all, Cash started being a little just, you know how you could just notice some differences? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just female intuition. I don't know. But I just started noticing, like, it was just kind of like, everything is going so good. Something just seemed a little investigation. Like, I just wanted to see, you know, just so I could sleep a little bit better at night. Like, I just want to know, just to ease my mind. He ended up leaving to go to school, and something told me, get on the computer and press back. Like, just click the arrow to go back, just to see what he was doing. So, y'all, I clicked the arrow once, you know, and I'm just like, okay, it's just him liking girls' pictures. I don't trip off that type of stuff. Whatever, baby, like the pictures. So then I click it again. And when I clicked it again, it was a picture of this girl. And the girl was pretty, y'all. Like, she was super pretty. She was light skinned. She had some soft looking hair. Like, she was really, really cute. Had tattoos. Like, she was a bad bitch. Don't get me wrong. So then I'm going. I see that, of course, he liked the picture or whatever. However it was back on MySpace, y'all. I don't remember. All I know is that I seen heart eyes. And then after that, I saw, I would love to wake up to you every morning. I would love to wake up to you every morning. Y'all, when I tell you my heart dropped to the floor, my feelings was so damn hurt. I was like, no, this nigga didn't. No, this ain't true. This is fake. Like, this is not real. Like, no, he did not get on here and say this to this girl when he wake up to me every morning. Like, am I missing something? So, y'all, I instantly just, like, went into, like, psycho mode. Back then, I was nuts. Like, y'all, I literally had to take moments where I just, like, screamed, like, ah! Like, I was literally, whew, y'all. I was feeling every emotion. I was just like, no, this nigga didn't. Like, no, this nigga didn't. But I didn't say nothing to him about it. Like, I just did not want to say nothing to him about it. Because I'm just like, okay, well, maybe if I just kind of just, like, don't mention it, but kind of just keep watching to see if it'll be more stuff. Because I'm not going to say that that girl was out of his league, but she was. Like, she never responded to him or said anything, but it was just a simple fact that you said this to her. Like, I know he probably couldn't have pulled her, but then you never know, honestly, because you can look like a damn mop with some money, a damn mop stick, or a damn tree branch, and bitches will mess with you. So, honestly, I don't know. But in that moment, I was just like, okay, yeah, I don't see her, like, talking to him, but still, my feelings were so hurt. So Cash ended up coming home from school, and y'all, I didn't even mention it to him. Like, I didn't. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just try to forget about it. But it just kept playing in the back of my mind. Like, when I see him doing anything that looked fun or peaceful, it pissed me off. So, y'all, a day go by. The next day go by. Y'all, Cash was asleep on the couch, right? And even though I tried to let it go, I promise you, y'all, I tried to let it go. I did. I Scout's honor, okay? I tried to let it go, but I just couldn't. It was just the thought that you telling another woman that you would rather be waking up to her every morning, but you waking up to me every morning. So then it kind of made me feel like, damn, like, are you not attracted to me no more? Like, what is it? So, y'all, Cash was sleeping on the couch, right? And the way Cash would sleep, he would sleep like this, right? So Cash was sitting there sleeping on the couch. And I don't know what took over me. Like, I don't know. But, y'all, I lifted my hand so high. I don't know why, but that's the way I would hit him. I just would. I lifted my hand so high in the sky, and I slapped the taste out that nigga mouth. Like, I slapped the dog shit out of him. Like, when I tell you, if it would have been in slow motion, like, his face would have been like, ugh. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, I slapped him so hard. My hand was ringing. That nigga jumped up so fucking fast and was like, bitch, if you ever put your motherfucking hands on me like that again, he was like, I'll kill you. Like, y'all, that, I already knew Cash was crazy, but y'all, that right there, he went crazy. Like, he went nuts. Like, I can see the evil in his eyes. Like, he was looking at me like he was furious. And I get it, as he should. Like, he had to call me a bitch though. But I was like, F you, Cash. F you. I'm like, you sitting there telling just on MySpace that you want to wake up to them every morning, but you waking up to me every morning. I'm like, that's how you feel? That's how you feel? I'm like, you, Cash. You. Like, y'all, I'm going crazy on him. And I know he saw the hurt and the anger. Like, y'all, I was so hurt and mad. Like, I was ready to take that man. I was ready to just, put him down. Like, I was ready to put him down. And he was like, you tripping off that shit? You tripping off MySpace? That's the internet. Like, I don't know that bitch. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So, y'all, his mama ended up coming down. So she like, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, Cash on MySpace telling bitches that he want to wake up to them every morning, but he waking up to me every morning. And she just like, oh my God, Cash, like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you doing that? He's like, mama, that's the internet. She tripping off shit like that. She tripping off that shit. I don't even know that bitch. So, y'all, I just walked out. Like, I just literally just opened the door and just walked out. Because I didn't want to hear it no more. Like, I didn't give a damn. I don't care if it's the internet. I don't care if it's, hell, MySpace, real space, your space, whoever's space. I don't care. You were very disrespectful. Like, that hurt my feelings. Like, how dare you invalidate my feelings and try to make it seem like I'm, like I'm tripping off nothing. Like, this is something. Because if I did that to you, your feelings would be hurt. So Cash ended up coming outside, and he ended up just like trying to talk to me. He was just like, baby, I'm sorry. Like, I would never do that again. Didn't do that to try to make you feel no type of way. Like, I was just commenting, being funny, like just saying something. I'm just like, how was that funny? How was that funny? I didn't find that funny. I'm thinking like, what if I go comment that and say that to a nigga? Like, how would you feel if I go comment on a nigga picture and be like, damn, I would love to wake up to you every morning? What that look like? What that dick like, your feelings would be hurt. And he was just like, yeah, you right. He was just like, but I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. And I was just like, whatever. And y'all, I didn't even want to I didn't even want to go in the house. I just wanted to sit in the car. I'm like, just take me to the store so I can get me some hot Funyuns. Because y'all, I loved hot Funyuns. And I was like, just take me to the store so I can get me some chips. So he ended up taking me to the store, and I had got me some hot Funyuns, and I just sat in the car, and then I ate my chips because I was so irritated, y'all. Like, I was so irritated. So we ended up going back into the house, and when we went back into the house, his mom was like, y'all good now? And I'm just like, yeah. And she's like, okay, cool. Because y'all, oh my God, like, yeah. So we ended up going to bed, and then yeah, y'all, things was getting a little bit better. Like, I feel like the next few weeks, things was better between us. I would still check back whenever chance I got. I don't care who was on there. I'm backing it until I see that man was on MySpace, and I see, his stuff. So, I didn't pretty much see anything like that for like, like I didn't see nothing. So I was just like, okay, maybe he learned his lesson. You gotta learn. You live, you learn. So I'm like, okay, maybe Cash learned his lesson. Okay, so y'all, weeks go by, things is better in our relationship. Like, I'm not seeing no negative stuff. I'm not seeing anything too much. Like, I'm like, okay, Cash learned his lesson. That's what I'm thinking. So one day, Cash and his mama is getting into it real bad. And I don't know, like, y'all, when it come down to relationships, you get into it with somebody in your family, baby, I'm just gonna sit there and act like I don't know what's going on, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your family. Y'all figured it out. Like, do what y'all do, figure it out. So I go in the room because I'm just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, first of all, I don't want to hear my man getting cussed out by anybody. So let me just go migrate up over here. So I go in the room, and when I go in the room, I'm just like trying to like clean up and just like mind my business. And I just steady hear him and his mama arguing, like going bad, like they're arguing bad. So like I hear like movement, like, like they bumping into something, or, like I hear something like getting bumped into, like the wall and all type of shit. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what's going on. So I go back downstairs, and I'm like, I'm looking like, what's going on? But I'm not saying anything, because I'm like, I'm not finna say shit, but I'm just gonna sit here like a fly on the wall, and I'm gonna watch just in case they kind of get out of hand and I need to break them apart. It was only us there. Nobody else was there. It was just us three. Me, Cash, his mama. So Cash is like yelling at her, and she cussing him out. Like, so she's just like, yeah, mother, I don't give up you. I don't care. You can get the fuck out my house. All this, like, she's going off on him, and he's like, mama, woo, like they're going back and forth, but she's turning up on him to where she was like all up in his face, and she was just like, I don't give a woo. So y'all, I'm just like, okay, this is getting like too heated. So I'm just like, like, it's cool, mama, like it's okay, like come on, like let's come over here, because I'm just like, okay, now it's getting too crazy, and I know she either gonna try to hit him, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All I know is he was crazy. That's all I know. Cash was crazy as hell. So y'all, she swings on him, right when because I kind of like was trying to like grab her, like, come on mama, don't even worry about it, like don't trip off this, like let's come on, let's go smoke, let's go smoke a cigarette, let's go smoke weed, let's go do something, like let's just go. So when I'm grabbing her, I'm holding her hand actually, and so Cash is right here, his mom is right here, I'm holding her hand to like kind of grab her, but I'm like turned towards her, and Cash is like right here on the side, but I'm in the middle of them. So then they're still arguing. All of a sudden, y'all, Cash mama just swings, right? I'm in the middle. So she caught herself trying to hit him. Why this bitch hit me? She hit me. But y'all, she didn't hit me hard like she was trying to slap the taste out of me. But she like hit me and like totally missed him and hit me on my face. Y'all, I must have balled my fist, so I forgot what was going on. I was about to hit her ass back because, listen, I was always taught somebody hit you, hit them back, okay? Always. And I live by that. So, yeah, when she did that, I was like, I balled my fist because I'm like, hold on, bitch. No, like, come on now. Like, what you hit me for? Like, I know it was an accident, but y'all, in that moment, I didn't give a damn if it was an accident. Like, girl, you hit me. Like, you shouldn't even be trying to swing on him. Like, let it go. Let it go. So then he was like, oh, you hit my girl. You hit my girl. And I'm just like, Cash, it's cool. It didn't hurt. Like, it's all good. Like, it's cool. I'm just like, okay, come on. Like, you know, like, y'all got to stop arguing. Like, y'all arguing and fighting over what? Like, what are y'all so mad at? So, y'all, Cash pulls out a gun. Cash pulls out a gun. And I'm like, oh, hell no. This wasn't the first time I seen Cash pull out a gun, though, y'all. This wasn't the first time. No. The first time he pulled the gun out on his brother after a dice game. I told y'all he do. So I'm just like, oh, hell no. Like, Cash, what are you doing? I'm like, like, what are you doing? Like, hold on. Like, why are you pulling out a gun? Like, you pulled out a gun and you're pointing it. Like, bro, what's going on? So then y'all, Cash put the gun on himself. So he put the gun up on his head. Like, I kid you not. I literally was just like, this is some crazy shit. So Cash got the gun up to his head. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all, if Cash would go to like these, how do I explain it? Like, he would go into like this tantrum, like this crazy, like his eyes would do like this, like he'd like, and I don't give it. Like, y'all, Cash would look crazy as shit because he'll make his eyes do that crazy shit, and it rubbed off on me because I swear if you make me mad enough, y'all, I'd be like, yeah, I don't give. Like, I be doing that shit too, but yeah, y'all. So Cash doing that with the gun, he like, and I don't give a fuck. And like, y'all, he really like went psycho, and I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm like, Cash, what are you doing? I'm like, you need to, I said, put the damn gun down. I said, what are you doing? Like, you're doing too much. Like, it's not that deep. Like, y'all, I don't know what y'all arguing about, but you're doing too much. I'm like, stop. But at this point, y'all, I'm crying because I'm just like, what the fuck? Bitch just hit me. Nigga trying to kill himself. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? Like, so y'all, I'm literally losing my shit. I'm just like, Cash, like, no, like, stop. It's not that deep. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh my God, like, why would you do this? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't ever want to be a victim of nothing like that. Like, I couldn't imagine somebody ending their life in front of me. Like, I wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't. So I'm just like pleading with him. So I finally just like plead with him to put the gun down. So he, you know, putting it down. I grab it from him. Yo, I grabbed that for shit. Damn, I can't even talk. I grab it from him and I just went and just hit it. Because I'm just like, hell no. This nigga's tripping. So then his mama was like, y'all gotta get the fuck out. His mom was like, y'all gotta get the fuck out. Like, y'all gotta go. Well, she was really saying him. Like, she was like, you gotta get the fuck out. You gotta go. But then, you know, I heard her say y'all in there too. So I'm like, of course, you kick him out. I gotta go too. I get it. So she was just like, you gotta get the fuck up out my house. I'm tired of dealing with you. No. And she just like going off. She was just like, I'm tired of this shit. You gonna get the fuck up out my house. You're not about to disrespect me and da-da-da-da-da. So y'all, I'm just like, this is some crazy ass shit. Like, what the fuck did I sign up for? Like, why nobody I always said this. Why nobody in the family tell me the nigga was crazy? Like, why nobody tell me he was psychotic? Like, it would have been nice for y'all to tell me this shit. Nobody told me shit. So I'm just like, oh my God. So I go to the room. I'm packing our stuff because shit, she didn't kick this out. Hell, we got to figure out where the fuck we finna go. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to just have to book us a room. Like, I can't take you to my mama house. My mama and daddy ain't finna let you come up over there because they ain't going for that. Like, it's not finna happen. So I'm not even finna ask. So I'm just like, you know what? Book us a room. Book it for the week. And that's where we're going to stay for this week. And then hopefully shit die down with your mama. I don't know. We're going to maybe extend it for another week. I don't know what the hell we're going to do, but we got to figure this shit out. We got to figure it out now. So I get the room. I'm packing up our stuff. Cash in there. He packing up his stuff too. So we packing all our shit up. His mama ended up leaving. So she left. And I'm just like, what was y'all arguing about? Like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck? And he was like, you know, it's always something. And da-da-da-da-da. So I guess it was about money. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, are you kidding me? It was about money, like, for real, like, what? So we getting all our stuff. I'm walking down the stairs, putting it in the car. He coming down there, like, we just like putting all our stuff in the car because we just like, damn, we gotta go. So on our way there, Cash was just like, I know you gonna leave me. I know you gonna leave me. And I'm just like, what you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, babe, like, we just gotta figure out what we gonna do, but I'm not gonna leave you because we gotta go live in a hotel. Like, that don't make no sense. Why would I leave you? He was just like, nah, I know you gonna leave me. I know you gonna leave me. If I tell you what I gotta tell you, I know you gonna leave me. And I'm like, tell me what you gotta tell. What you gotta tell? Because now, my heart then sunk to my ass. Because what do you mean? Like, you don't drop the ball like that and don't tell nobody. Like, what? So I'm like, tell me what? And he was just like, no. Mind you, he's driving doing this. He just like, no, you're not gonna want to be with me no more if I tell you this. And I'm just like, okay, Cash, you need to tell me what you need to tell me. Like, you need to tell me. So he was just like, when we get to the room, then I'm gonna tell you. And I'm just like, no, tell me right now. He was just like, no, we gotta wait until I'm not driving. So I'm automatically thinking like, damn, Cash done cheated on me. Cash cheated on me. Like, that's what I'm thinking, because why would you not want to tell me? So I'm just thinking like, damn, Cash done cheated on me. So we arrive to the hotel. I go and check in, get the key, get everything that I need. We putting some stuff in the car. Putting some stuff in the room. And I'm just like, okay, Cash, you need to tell me now. Like, before we bring another bag in here, another laundry basket, you need to tell me what you was talking about in the car, because now I'm concerned. So he was just like, I know you're going to stop messing with me. Like, I know you're not going to want to be with me no more. And I'm like, okay, you said that. Like, tell me what you need to tell me. And he was like, okay, sit down. So I sit down. And I'm just like, Cash, like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, I'm about ready to punch you in your throat because you're taking too long. He was like, I got another bitch pregnant. And I know you're not going to want to be with me no more. I know you're not going to want to be with me. I know. And I'm like, he was just like, you know what? I don't even want to be with you. And I'm like, you don't want to be with me? Like, what? Like, I'm really thinking to myself, like, you don't want to be with me, but you just told me that you got another bitch pregnant. So, y'all, I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm hurt. I'm appalled. I'm everything, okay? Any emotion that has to do with sad and hurt, that was me. And I just felt my heart come out my chest, and I'm just like this. Like, y'all, I'm holding my heart, because I'm just like, my heart for real finna jump the fuck up on my chest and fall on the floor. Like, I just knew it. So I'm just like, Cash, you what? Like, you what? And he was just like, I got another bitch pregnant. He was like, but I think she lying though. He was like, I just think she lying. He was like, because I used a condom with her. And I'm like, Cash, when did you cheat on me? Like, we weren't always together, but it was just like, for the most part, we always was together. You know, we always expressed our love and posted each other on MySpace and all this type of shit. So I'm just like, and I'm in your top 8 and all you in my top 8. Like, you the first person. Or was it Tom? One of them people. I don't know. But it's like, you what? So y'all, my feelings were so hurt. I was hurt, and I just cried. Like, I cried, and I ugly cried like Yvette, okay? Snot running down my nose. Like, I cried so hard. My face was so puffy. Lips felt swollen. Eyes were swollen. Like, I just cried because I just was like, this has to be a joke. Like, this is not true. Like, I did not want to believe that. Like, I didn't. But I was so hurt. And I was just like, no, the fuck this nigga didn't. No, the fuck this nigga didn't. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't hit him. I couldn't really cuss him out. I couldn't do anything because I was just like, I was numb. Like, in that moment, I just was so, I was hurt. And I was just like, how could you do that to me? Like, how? But I'm crying. I couldn't even get my words out. Like, y'all know how y'all be crying. Y'all like, and like, that was me. Like, I was so hurt, and I just crawled in bed, and he just was like, I'm sorry, baby. Like, I'm sorry. He was like, I love you so much. He was like, I fucked up. He was like, but I'm sorry. And I'm just like, fuck you, Cash. Like, fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, nigga. Like, you ain't shit. Like, you ain't shit. And I just, like, laid in that bed, y'all. And I crawled up, and I just wanted to just unalive. Like, I just felt myself just, like, I just felt everything just leaving my body. Like, all signs of life. I just felt it just leaving. Because I was just like, no. We've been trying. Because, y'all, since Cash had came home, we were actually trying. Like, we were trying for a baby. So it was so hurtful to know that, damn, now this girl's about to have a baby by you. She didn't hold you down in jail. She didn't go on the run with you. She ain't live at your mama house. She ain't put in none of the work, but she about to reap the benefits. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, y'all, those emotions, like, I can still feel them. Like, I can talk about this and still feel how I felt that day, because that shit really hurt me to the core. Like, it hurt me deep. And I just couldn't understand. And, you know, he was just like, I'm sorry. And I was like, just leave. Like, just leave me alone. Like, I need some time to myself. Just go. Just get the fuck up out of here. So then Cash ended up leaving. And of course, I didn't want to talk to nobody about it. Like, I wasn't going to call my best friend. I wasn't going to call my sisters. I wasn't going to call nobody. Like, I was not going to call anybody about this, because nobody needed to know this. Like, they wasn't finna make fun of me. Like, no. And I wouldn't have been able to take any type of judgment. Like, no. So I just sat there and just cried myself to sleep. Like, y'all, I cried myself to sleep. And when I woke up, I just remember waking up in Cash's arms, and I was irritated as hell, because it's like, you get your you skank, you whore. Like, I was so hurt. I did not want to be bothered by him. So he was just like, what we gonna do? And I don't know why I didn't think, like, you know what? Roll it up. Roll it up. Let me get my stuff and get the hell up out of here. Like, y'all, I was just it's so sad, because I was so attached to this man that even though he told me he had another woman pregnant, I still didn't leave. Disgusting. That's the devil's work. Ugh. Just ugh. When I think about it, like, what? Like, girl, that was your exit. Like, that was God shining light on you for your ass to get about that situation. But y'all, after every single red flag that was slapping me across the face, because y'all, I didn't see the red flags. They was slapping me. They was most definitely slapping me in my damn face. And I still didn't pay attention to it. I let that man talk me into just, like, still staying. And I did just that, y'all. Like, I did just that. So, it don't end there. It doesn't end there. So, you know, we talked about it, and he was just like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll try to get her to get rid of the baby. He was like, because I don't know her like that. I don't even want no baby with somebody that I don't know. He was like, but, you know, she just basically was saying, like, she still want to keep the baby. She wants a baby. He was like, but I'm trying to get her to get rid of this baby. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to talk about it at all. Like, I didn't even want to, just the thought of it. Like, y'all, I would be at work crying, sitting there at my station, fucking doing my work, crying. Like, I just remember just sitting there staring into space, feeling like I was just like, just there. Like, I was just there floating. And I remember just staring there and just crying. And it's so hard to cry when you're around people, because of course you can't make no crying noise, but you know, the tears, they're gonna flow. And I remember just like feeling so messed up to where I had to take so many breaks. And I would like take a break to the bathroom, or I would go upstairs and get some chips and some water, because y'all, Google gave you everything for free, like food, snacks. You could literally take a break whenever you wanted to and go get you some chips and some juice or whatever you wanted that was upstairs that was available for free. So I just went upstairs and I would just like sit for a minute and try to just gather my thoughts, because I'm just like, bruh, I'm losing my mind. Like, I'm literally losing my mind. And yeah, so I want to say about 2 weeks after Cash dropped that ball on me and told me that the girl was pregnant, his phone had rang. We were still at the hotel. We were still living in the hotel. So we laying down and we watching TV. And of course I'm watching it, but my mind was somewhere else. Like, y'all, I just felt like those 2 weeks of my life was just like I was in a twilight zone. Like, I was there, but I wasn't there. Like, I was gone. And I remember we was just sitting there watching TV and his phone rang. And so of course I looked, because who calling us? So I looked and he was like, this her. He was like, this is her. I'm like, answer it. Like, nigga, what the like, answer the phone. So he answers the phone. He put it on speaker. And he was like, what's up? And she's just like, yeah, like, so I'm pregnant. I'm this far along. And she wasn't that far along. She was just like, I had missed my period, so I took a pregnancy test. And so I am pregnant. And I went to the doctor and they said that I'm this far along. And I'm just sitting there feeling like the scum of the earth. Like, I literally felt like a fucking, just like, I felt like nothing. And then I could hear her voice. Like, I didn't have a face to her, though. I never know what this woman looked like, ever. So, he was just like, yeah, I'm not, I really wish that you could get rid of this baby. He was like, because I don't want no baby right now. He was like, at least by you. He was like, I don't know. He didn't say it in a mean way. He was just like, but I don't know you enough to have a baby with you. He was like, and I don't even understand how you got pregnant. He was like, because I wore a rubber. And she was just like, well, it's your baby. You was the only one that I was with. And he was just like, I don't understand. He was like, but I really just wish that you can get rid of the baby. Like, whatever you need, like, I'll help you, like, the cost of it. He was like, but I really need you to get rid of that baby. He was like, I have a girlfriend and we've been trying for a baby. And I heard her, she was just like, what? Like, you have a girlfriend? And he was like, I told you I had a girlfriend. She was like, you never told me you had a girlfriend, Cash. Like, you never said that. Like, I'm just now finding this out now. He was like, I've been told you I had a girlfriend, but that's besides the point. Like, could you please just get rid of this baby? Please. Like, my girlfriend is going to leave me. Like, please get rid of this baby. And she was just like, I'm keeping my baby, and I can't believe you had a girlfriend. Like, she just would not get over the fact that he had a girlfriend. She was just like, I can't believe you had a girlfriend. I didn't know you had a girlfriend. She was like, it's good. It's all good. And then she hung up. Y'all, when I tell you Cash had tried, I want to say not immediately after they hung up, but like he had tried to text her. He had tried to call her. She changed her fucking number. And when I say that we never heard from that woman ever again, like, Cash could probably have a baby out there right now. And I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why I think it was a son. Like, I really swear up and down that it's like a boy or something out there that look like Cash. Like, oh, y'all, my head. But yeah, I really feel like it's like some little boy out there that look just like Cash. Because I don't know. It was just so weird. Like, either she was lying about being pregnant, or she was pregnant and she just wanted her baby and got on. But y'all, Cash probably got a son out there or a daughter. I don't know. But yeah, so y'all, I'm just like, oh, so now I'm feeling real, just my stress levels was through the roof. Like, I'm feeling just sick. I'm feeling just lightheaded. I'm just feeling weird. So I'm just like, oh, like, I need to go to the bathroom, but I want to go to the bathroom to go cry. Like, I needed to cry. Like, I needed to let some tears out, even though you would think that I would be, it just wasn't enough tears that I was releasing. I go to the bathroom. I sit on the toilet. And I'm just sitting there like crying, like tears was dropping. I'm just like, oh my God. But then I'm like, oh, I feel like, you know, like I felt weird. Like, after peeing and stuff, I'm just like, I don't know, like something seems off. I'm like, something seems very off. So I told Cash, I'm like, I feel like I have to throw up and poo. Like, I just feel so, I don't even know how to feel it. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I'm just stressed out. Maybe I'm just like going through something, but I'm just like, I feel like I gotta throw up. Like, everything, titties felt like super tender. They felt heavy. I'm just like, I feel weird. So Cash was like, Misha, you think you pregnant? And I'm just like, I don't think I'm pregnant. Like, y'all, I had irregular periods, so my period wouldn't come all the time. So I'm just like, no, I don't think I'm pregnant. I just think I'm like stressed out. And he was just like, babe, I think we should just take a pregnancy test. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh, so you just want a whole village, huh? Like, you just want a whole bunch of goddamn kids, little baby Cash just running around this bitch. So I'm just like, I don't know. He was like, I'm going to the store and I'm going to go get your pregnancy test. So y'all, Cash leaves, goes to the store, comes back with a pregnancy test. So when he come back with the pregnancy test, I'm just like, oh my God, I really don't want to take this test and be mad, because y'all, we took so many tests before and they was all negative. So I was just like, whatever. So I take the test. And when I took the test, y'all, I was pregnant. Like, it said I was pregnant. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Mind you, we went through so many failed tests, like so many trial and errors. So I'm just like, oh my God, I'm pregnant by Cash? What the fuck? How am I gonna tell my mama this? I'm only 18 years old. Like, what am I gonna tell my mama? What am I gonna tell my dad? Like, girl, I'm like, everything is just like going. So I'm like, I go out the bathroom. I'm like, Cash, I'm pregnant. And I got the pregnancy test in my hand. I'm like, I'm pregnant. And y'all, that man was so damn happy. That man was happy. Like, when he was fresh out of jail, he was like, babe, you pregnant? Oh my God, like, y'all, he was so happy, jumping up for joy. Like, he hugged me so tight, kissed me. He was like, oh my God. He started rubbing my stomach. And right there in that moment, I just knew. I was just like, I'm finna have a baby by Cash. Like, so, like, everything just, like, changed. Like, y'all, I just instantly, like, that stress, depressed feeling that I was feeling the past 2 weeks, I was just happy. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna be a mom. What the, like, what? Like, what? And I'm just like, this is crazy. So Cash called his mama and his daddy. He like, Misha pregnant. She about to have my baby. Like, this my baby mama. Like, she about to have my baby. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I am about to have this baby. I'm so delusional and happy. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. So, y'all, his mama was just like, oh my God, I'm about to have a grandbaby. I'm having me a grandbaby. Like, y'all, she was so happy to have a grandbaby. Like, she was too damn happy. So I'm just like, I'm not telling my mom yet. Like, I gotta wait to tell my mom. I can't tell her this shit. Like, I got to wait. So, y'all, okay, I want to say, when we found out I was pregnant, we found out on a Friday, right? So I go to work. But when I was at work, I called Cash and I was like, Cash, like, I feel like I'm cramping. Like, I feel like I'm having like cramps. And he was like, let me call my mama. So he called his mom. She was just like, oh, like, that's normal. But if it get too intense, like if it start hurting really, really bad, then Cash, you might have to take her to the hospital. And she was just like, but I can't believe I'm having me a grandbaby. So Cash was happy as hell. Like, Cash, his mama, they was happy as shit. Like, his mama was so happy that I was going to be having a baby. So Cash called me. He basically told me what his mama said. So I'm like, okay, all right. Like, maybe, you know, I ain't never been pregnant before, so I get it. You know, it's just like, this is normal. So I go back to doing my work, and I'm doing my work. And I'm just like, okay, it's not getting worse, but I still could feel the cramps. Like, I still could feel them. So I get off work. Cash come pick me up. We headed home. I mean, well, we heading back to our hotel. That was our home. So we headed back to our hotel. And he was just like, okay, like, what do you want to eat? In the beginning of my pregnancy, I craved a McChicken with cheese with buffalo sauce. Like, that's what I wanted. So I was like, I want some fresh fries from McDonald's. Mind you, I don't like McDonald's. So I'm like, oh, I want a fresh fry and I want a mac chicken. I used to call it a mac chicken. I want a mac chicken with cheese and some buffalo sauce. Like, I'm like, oh, that's what I want. So I'm like, oh, I'm over there happy, but I still feel the cramps. But I'm just like, oh. So we get the food. We head back to the room. I'm eating my food. I'm tearing my food up, y'all. Like, I'm happy as hell too, dipping everything in that buffalo sauce, just tearing it up. So then I'm just like, okay, I'm getting like sleepy. Like, I'm getting a little tired. So we end up going to bed. And then the next morning come, y'all, I felt like it was bad. Like, I was just like, oh, like, like, this is intense. Like, now I feel like I'm on my period. Like, this hurts. So I'm just like rocking because I'm like, oh, like, this is hurting. So Cash was like, you want me to take you to the hospital? And I was just like, no, I think I should be fine. He was like, babe, you know, like, if you need to go to the hospital, we could just go just to check. And I was just like, no, I'm good. He was just like, maybe we should. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to shower. So I go to the bathroom, y'all. I sit down on the toilet. I feel the cramps, but I'm just like, oh, like, what the fuck? So I pee and I wipe myself. And when I wiped myself, it was blood on the tissue. Like, it was blood. So I was like, Cash. Like, I literally instantly just went into panic mode. And I'm just like, Cash. And, you know, like, I'm crying. And I showed him, I'm like, I'm bleeding. Like, this is blood. He was like, oh, hell no. He was like, we're going to the hospital right now. And I'm like, oh, my God. So, y'all, we head straight to the hospital. And when we headed to the hospital, I'm just like in the car just crying because I'm just like, oh my God, like, I want the baby to be okay. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm terrified. So he calling his mom and he letting his mama know, like, she's bleeding. Like, I'm taking her to the hospital right now, but she's bleeding. So we get into the hospital and, you know, they put us in a room, put us in a bed, put me in the bed. They draw my blood. Y'all, I'm sorry, but my neighbor's car is loud as hell. So if y'all hear that, I'm so sorry. But anyways, so they take my blood, they run their tests. I'm just sitting there just crying. Cash is like literally in shambles. Like, he's just like, oh my God, like, I hope the baby is okay. We just like praying. Like, we're praying. He on the phone with his mama. I ain't even told my mama what happened yet. Like, she don't know nothing. I ain't said a word to my mama yet. So yeah. So the doctors come back and they basically told me I had a miscarriage. And in that moment, it was just like, damn, like I had a weekend of happiness. Like I had a nice little weekend of being happy, thinking that I'm about to have me a baby. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, I had a miscarriage. And I really didn't know how to, like, even, like, y'all, I didn't know how to take in all that information. Like I didn't. Like I was just sitting there like, wow, like what the fuck? Like what? So Cash was just like, oh, my baby. And he was just like hugging me. He was like, my baby, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I am so sorry that this happened to you. And I'm just like hurt. He was just like, we could try again. We gonna keep trying. Like we could try again. Don't don't let this mess you up. Like we gonna keep trying. And I was just like, no, it's just not meant to be. Like, it is not meant to be. Like, yo, I was so hurt. I was just like, damn, this is fucked up. So they prescribed me some Vicodin. They tell me like, oh, like they told me I was 12 weeks. So they did tell me I was like 12, but I think 12 to 14, 12, 13, 14 weeks. So one of those weeks. Anyways. So they're like, yeah, this how far along you were. And, yeah, like they give me my discharge papers. So we go pick up my medicine and then we head back to the room. His mom was so sad. Like his mama was so goddamn sad, y'all. She was just like, oh, Misha, like I feel so bad. Like she was like, but don't worry, y'all could keep going. Like don't even, like don't let this discourage you. Like this happens to women. Like this is something that happens. And it's crazy because when I think back on it, I thank God that it happened. Like in that moment, I was fucked up. I was hurt. But when I, like my older self, I think back on it and I'm like, God worked in mysterious ways because ain't no way in hell I needed a baby at 18. I just didn't. I was still figuring out life. Like, I didn't need no baby at the age of 18. It just wouldn't have worked out. Like, the age that I had my child at, it just made more sense. Like, I just wouldn't have been able to, me having a baby at 18 just wouldn't have been, it would have been for me. Like, no. But yeah, Cash mama, she felt so bad to where she was just like, y'all can come back home. Like y'all could just come back home and, like y'all just continue doing what y'all doing and, staying together and building together. She was like, but y'all can come back home. So he got off the phone with his mom and he was just like, whenever you ready to go back, like we can go back. He was like, if you need a couple more days to yourself, then we can have a couple more days to ourselves. And then if, you want to go back, we can go back. So I basically just told him like, like, let's just stay in the hotel for like a couple more days and we can just leave like on a Wednesday and then go back to your mom's. But y'all, I was so, child. I literally can still feel the feelings, like the things that I went through talking about this. I can literally go back in my mind and feel the feelings that I felt. And it's so crazy. But yeah, y'all, that is the ending of Ghetto Love Story Part 2. We will do more, but for now, we're going to stop it right there. And I know that is a lot already in just one. I would have broke it up for y'all, but I'm like, you know what? Y'all deserve a real long story time with some craziness up in it. I really hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I love y'all so much. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to subscribe to my, I was going to say, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my membership, y'all. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. Bye.